के लिए चलते हैं आपको निर्वाचन आयोग की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में।
Was 90 Ranaghat Dakshin, where 2.56 lakhs number of electors went for voting, whereas the smallest AC was 166 Shampukur, where 1.71 lakh number of voters were registered. I'd like to tell you about how the arrangements we made to have immediate flow of information, because as you know that during the poll it is very vital that all the officers are connected continuously, seamlessly, so that quick, prompt and swift action can be taken. In 3,375 number of booths out of 16,461 booths, micro observers were deployed based on the criticality and vulnerability by the observers. You may be knowing that these micro observers report only to the observers which are deployed by the Election Commission and not to any other authority. So they are extension of the observers, 3,375 numbers. Total 74,000 number of polling staff was deployed in these 16,461 polling stations today. Total 770 number of Android phones were put in action for reporting various SMS based messages. 2,425 number of video cameras were covering the entire poll process throughout, and in 548 number of polling stations webcasting was also taken, so that from commission also we can directly watch the proceedings in these 548 number of polling stations. Basic informations I would like to share about the electors. Male electors in these 62 constituencies are 71,34,000 number. Female voters 65.79 lakh number of voters. Third gender 156 number. So total electors for these 62 constituencies enrolled are 1,37 lakh number. Total 28,652 number of service voters also were eligible to the casting the vote, and total number of electors all put together including service voters comes to 1,37 lakh 42,263 number. EPIC coverage is 100% in these 62 constituencies, and the voter slip which were distributed, photo voter slips, authorized photo voter slips which are distributed before 5 days, up to 5 days before the date of poll, was 93.15%. That means out of the entire 1.37 crore number of electors, 93.15% of the electors got the photo voter slip. Total 418 candidates were in fray in these 62 constituencies, of which 384 were male and 34 were female candidates. Regarding the use of EVMs, 18,749 number of ballot units were used, whereas the number of control units used were 18,673. In select constituencies, VVPAT, voter verifiable paper audit trail, was used. Total number of VVPAT used were 1,209. There were some cases of malfunctioning of EVM and VVPAT reported, which were immediately attended to, and polling continued after immediate replacement of EVM and VVPATs. On the front of law and order, I would like to inform you that out of the over 16,000 number of licensed arms in these 62 constituencies, 4 districts, number of arms deposited before the date of poll were over 12,000. Total number of NBW warrants executed against the antisocial elements to keep the intimidators away are almost 16,000 in number, and 15,562 number of antisocial elements were bound over in various sections of CRPC, so that intimidation of the voters is prevented in all the cases. Total amount of seizure of cash through various enforcement agencies, including the NACAs, the SSTs, FSTs, and also the department and other officials, is 1.97 crores. This I am telling about these 62 number of constituencies only. Illegal arms seized are 473 number in this particular phase, and ammunitions number since 1st of December 2015, I am telling the figure. Ammunitions are 546. Illicit liquor, a heavy crackdown was done, and after intense checking, 3.95 lakh liters of illicit liquor was seized and has been destroyed. We were very closely watching the instances of paid news, and the administration was through the MCMC, the Media Certification Monitoring Committee, were watching, and there were 3 cases of paid news which have been found with, and the action has been initiated. Another very important thing which I would like to tell you is that
can you share some more detail about paid news?
there are total 3 number of cases are there, in which in this phase 2 cases have been started, and very strong arrangements for ensuring the peace and security were made in this particular phase. I would like to inform you that more than 1.1 lakh number of personnel, police personnel including CAPF, were deployed. About 80,000 number of CAPF personnel and about 32,000 number of state police personnel and other security personnel were deployed. Over 80,000 number of CAPF personnel, CRPF. We say CAPF because Central Armed Police Force. It includes CRPF, BSF, and SSB and other armed Central Armed Forces. Over 2,000 number of mobiles were in place, in which the CAPF sector mobiles number was 1,283. Total number of RTs, radio transmitter mobiles, were 194. The high radio flying squads were 100 in number. Then CAPF QRTs, wherein only CAPF personnel were there, were 236 in number. You can see every phase we are trying to sort of put in place more number of CAPF QRTs, and flying squad teams with CAPF were 190. So over 2,000 number of police personnel, 2,000 number of mobiles were put in the place. In this today's third phase, where the polling were held, there were some instances of clashes among the political workers which were reported to us, and as I informed earlier, the over 2,000 number of mobile teams with 1.12 lakh number of personnel, they immediately reacted to each of the incident which has been reported. They swiftly reached to the place and very promptly brought the situation under control. Few cases of throwing of crude bombs were also reported, and it was reported that some of the political party supporters were injured. In all the cases, FIR has been lodged against the culprits, and many of those culprits have been apprehended. Investigations are going on, and very soon we'll be, I'm sure that everybody would be apprehended. I also would like to tell you that few reports of voter intimidations were brought to our knowledge, reported by some of the candidates, political parties and other sources, which were very swiftly attended to by the sector mobile, by the RTs, the CPF QRTs, and the observers. I want to emphasize here, for your information, we are having now a special control room which is functioning other than the control room which normally functions, and where the officers of the rank of secretary and under secretary to the ECI are immediately reacting to any complaint which is coming to us apart from the CEO office and DO office report. And invariably in all the cases, the observers are taking stock of the situation. They are overall supervising the action, and we are getting ATRs immediately. This control room is equipped with the laptops, printers, fax, landlines, and also smartphones for very easy communication of WhatsApp as well as SMS. So anything which is coming to our knowledge, this spatial control room is immediately reacting to. That is here in ECI, and overall I am in charge, and we are seeing that none of the reported incident is left unattended to. Immediately we take action. One incident I would like to bring to your knowledge. In the morning today, it was informed that dead body of one person by name Tahidul Islam was found about 400 to 500 meters away from the polling station number 176 of Domkal Assembly Constituency, 75 Domkal Assembly Constituencies. I have seen the photograph also because I have got the photograph. The deceased sustained sharp cut injuries on right side of the face, which was found to be fatal. A complaint has been lodged in the Domkal police station, and against 21 persons. The case is under investigation, and we are taking all necessary actions. It has been found that this person was about 400 to 500 meters away from the polling station. Another few incidents which I would like to inform you is that the political clashes between political party workers took place in a place called Shiropara in Domkal, in which 4 persons sustained injury, out of which 2 sustained serious injury. In this, the investigation is going on, and total 25 persons have been detained related to this particular incident, and FIR has been lodged. In Bardhaman, there were 3 instances of clash which have been reported between the supporters of various political parties. One was in 271 Ketugram Assembly constituencies, where the clash took place, in which the bombs were also hurled, and one person was injured. You might have seen one cut in the ear of one political party supporter. It was flashed in media also. In this case, the police reached within no time to the spot. 4 persons were immediately detained. FIR has been lodged and investigations are going on. Another incident which was reported to us by the CEO office and the police authorities are at 272 Mangal Court, where in a polling station number 92, about 200 meters away from this polling station, 2 groups of political party supporters, they clashed, in which 4 persons sustained bleeding injury. Here also it was reported that some crude bombs were hurled, and police reached immediately. The authorities reacted immediately, and all suspects have been taken into custody. In third incident in Bardhaman district, I am not having the number at the moment in my hand. In 261 Raina Assembly constituency, in a polling station location where 2 polling stations, 123 and 124, are housed, about 150 meters away, a bomb was hurled, but in that no injury has been sustained by anybody. However, one person who was found to be the culprit has been apprehended by the police immediately. No serious incident has been reported from Nadia or Kolkata North. Would like to inform some other major incidents which are noteworthy. In one of the polling station number 234 in 58 Jangipur Assembly Constituency in Murshidabad district, it was reported that one of the presiding officer was helping an old lady and he went near to the voting compartment, for which he was immediately replaced and disciplinary action has been initiated against him. I also would like to inform you that a case was registered against one Mannan Hussain, ex-MP, for violation of Model Code of Conduct.
What did
He was going nearer to the polling stations and 48 hours outsiders should not be there. I also would like to inform that one Anwar Khan, a TMC leader, he was found to be provoking the party supporters against the ECI officials. He was warned and he was put under house confinement, which he violated and came out, and so the FIR was lodged and he was later arrested.
FIR was lodged?
Yeah, FIR has been lodged against Anwar Khan, TMC leader, and arrested, and case has been registered against Mr. Mannan Hussain, ex-MP, for violation of Model Code of Conduct. Now, I would like to inform you that as per the reports collected through SMS-based system by the ROs from various sector magistrates and reported to the CEO through the DEOs, at 5 p.m. the figure reported to us by the CEO is 79.22% voter turnout. I repeat, 79.22% voter turnout. In 2011 assembly elections, for these 62 constituencies, the voter turnout finally reported after the entire polling was over was 84.83%. In 2014 parliament election, in these 62 constituencies, the voter turnout finally reported was 81.80%. So, this is I'm telling total because again tomorrow you will be getting, or tonight you will be getting when we get the complete report. As I told you that this is no, I am telling you exactly 5 p.m. it is 79.22.
I will SMS.
We'll give the information to you. We'll give the information to you. So this is what I wanted to share with all of you. If you have any questions, you are welcome. I repeat, 5 p.m. report was 79.22% for these 62 constituencies. 211 assembly constituencies in this assembly constituency election. These constituencies, it was 84.83%. And in 2014 parliament election in these 62 constituencies, voter turnout finally was 81.80%. So, since it is likely to go up, it will be in the same order as it was earlier. That's what is our expectation. But exact figure we'll be knowing a little bit later. Yes, please.
What is the percentage of women electorate?
The total number of women electors, I am telling, of this, sorry, we don't have that figure. That I can share with you when I get the final figure.
Sena, the person you're talking about who was killed, whose body you saw.
तो पश्चिम बंगाल